Welcome back to the Banke View. I am Dima.
And I'm Mohammed.
Mohammed, the Ras Al Khaimah now is the talk of the town. What do you think and why is that?
Because Ras Al Khaimah is basically, most people say, is the next Dubai. Like we've seen Dubai for the past 2 decades have proven itself in the real estate industry, especially in off-plan, which we are now seeing as well in Ras Al Khaimah, in off-plan and in the secondary market as well. We've seen a significant increase in off-plan project, in luxury projects, and in the secondary section as well. So Dima, what do you think about the luxury beachfront properties, which is in Ras Al Khaimah, and how do you think that Wynn Casino can affect on the growth of Ras Al Khaimah?
Actually, let's start from the beginning. Since the announcement of Wynn Casino in 2022, that was a big change for the whole Ras Al Khaimah and UAE in a whole. Like when they officially announced that in 2027 they will start operating the Wynn Casino, that was a big shift in secondary market and off-plan. Most developer came to Ras Al Khaimah, big developer, and put and invest in their projects in Al Murjan Island with luxury beachfront development residences.
Yes, I agree, Dima. As you know, Ras Al Khaimah is a combination of nature, wild, you have mountains, you have the sea, and apart from that, Ras Al Khaimah is known for the industrial section. It has been for over 3 decades. You have many manufacturers based in Ras Al Khaimah itself. You have the biggest ceramic company in the world, which is RAK Ceramic. They export ceramic to all over the world. They are also have many manufacturers are based in Ras Al Khaimah. So I think all of these sections are just add-on to the next section coming, which is the Wynn Casino and the beachfront properties, which is going to make a huge impact in the market on the next 2 to 3 years. We've seen already the impact. So Dima, we have seen in 2024, the off-plan sales has exceeded 15 billion dirhams with a growth of 118% than 2023. What do you think? Is this a sustainable growth or it's just a bubble?
Actually, this is a good question because there is a lot of people saying that it's only a bubble because the population is still small in Ras Al Khaimah. But with the planned 11 units by 2030, the demand might actually support that, you know? So let's say like, okay, this is, it's a calculated risk. You should calculate your risk and investor should pick wisely the project they want to invest in.
I agree with that. As you know, bubble is when you have too much supply. In this case, Ras Al Khaimah is the opposite. We have too much demand and way less supply, which there are only 4,500 hotel keys which be handed over till the period of 2030. So the demand is actually up to expected 8,500 apartment keys or unit keys. So there is a huge gap which will make the capital appreciation and effect on the growth. As
yes,
you can see.
Especially RAK Tourism are planning or they are aiming to receive like 3 million by end of 23, like visitor to Ras Al Khaimah. And here we would like to add like casino will attract tourists, not high worth individuals and global attention to Ras Al Khaimah. And actually, in fact, the prices of property nearby has increased.
So as you know, Ras Al Khaimah is not only focusing on the off-plan or the casino. They are making a huge impact, such as we've seen the RAK Central, which is developed by Marjan, which is going to be the next business bay. As they said, it's going to be a mix of work and play and pleasure as well. It will be a business hub. Many companies will move their headquarters there. Even the Wynn management will have a headquarter. We're here to manage the Middle East. It will be in RAK Central. So this is also apart from the, let's say, the beachfront or the luxury or this in the business section. It's going to make also a huge impact.
Yeah. And I would like to add that while we are talking, there is now construction for the E11, Mohammed bin Salim Road. They start already the renovation and making 4 lanes each side. It's a big project, and that will add into the infrastructure to Ras Al Khaimah. But here, Mohammed, I would like to ask you, some skeptics say that Ras Al Khaimah, it's only a cheap Dubai version of Dubai. What's your take on that?
I hear this so much from basically investors when they compare Dubai to Ras Al Khaimah. It's basically different things. As like I have one of my clients was comparing property in JVC with a property on Al Marjan Island. So you can imagine, I try to explain that you can't compare because here you're getting a luxury beachfront, something luxury, ultra luxury. With the same price, you're getting a unit in JVC, which is also JVC, a nice community, but it can't be compared into a beachfront living or Ras Al Khaimah or luxury at all.
But do you think that the supply of new units will overwhelm the secondary market? Because I know that you are also in the secondary market. What do you think? Is the new supply will overwhelm the secondary market? How about the secondary market?
So regarding that, I think it will not overwhelm, only in case of investors. Of course, now investors approach the off-plan project, mostly off-plan project because, of course, the payment plan, the flexibility, the new property than old property.
Yes.
And otherwise than that, also in the secondary market, still there is a huge demand in Ras Al Khaimah. The amount of transactions in secondary might not be such high as Dubai, of course. Dubai is fast-paced market. We are Ras Al Khaimah in the secondary market is a little slow-paced. But still the value, the appreciation we've seen in the secondary market, we've seen high ROIs from 8 to 10% ROIs.
Yes, yes. But the risk here is with the liquidity because, you know, it's very, selling properties in Ras Al Khaimah, it's slower paced than Dubai market. So this we have to take into consideration. Otherwise, secondary properties have to compete with the amenities and the luxury that off-plan is offering now in the market, it will be delivered starting by 2027.
Yes, I totally agree. And I've seen many landlords, they're improving their
Exactly.
ready villas,
Yes.
ready apartments to meet the expectation of the new off-plan projects.
Yeah.
So it's going to be also good. They are raising the...
Exactly, because now we are talking about high net worth visitors, as I mentioned. More people will become, more tourists will come to Ras Al Khaimah, and the expectation of Ras Al Khaimah and the amenities and the luxury life they are expecting to have in Ras Al Khaimah now is changing.
Yes, I totally agree. As you know, now, let's say, let's talk on the occupancy rate. Currently on Al Marjan Island, 2024, last year, the occupancy rate was 72%,
Yes.
which is also amazing. And on the other part, we have the residential community, which is Al Hamra Village. The occupancy rate is 92 to 95% in the residential community. So you can see Ras Al Khaimah is not only about holidays. People are already settling and bringing their families, their work. So apart from that, as well, as you know, RAK is now RAK Ras Al Khaimah Free Zone. They are making a huge impact as well in Ras Al Khaimah. As I mentioned, a lot of people are moving with their family, moving their business to Ras Al Khaimah as well, all with the help of RAK, as they now set up your company within one day.
Yes,
so
exactly.
You can imagine how is the efficiency with Rakis and how they are keeping up with the development and everything is happening to Ras Al Khaimah, even for business owners, for investors as well. And they offer also investor visa. They have many setups as well for your business.
Yes, and as a resident in Ras Al Khaimah, we have noticed that the demography of Ras Al Khaimah has changed. New people are coming, as you mentioned. They are planning and aiming to, because the growth potential is very high in Ras Al Khaimah, and we are aiming big, and the vision is big. So, yeah.
So Dima, currently we've seen many developers are working on Al Marjan, and they are not just working; they are coming with their best projects. Like an example, we have Emar. They came up with their best hospitality brand, which is Address. On the other side, you have Aldar, which came up with Nikki Beach. So they are competing between each other to make sure to meet the expectation of Marjan and the beachfront living. So they are coming with some huge brand, huge value, huge quality as well.
Also, branded residents are hot right now in the Ras Al Khaimah, but not all the projects are guaranteed. So investor, like again, I will to say that they need to pick wisely the projects they want to invest in, because some projects are overwhelming, over-promising.
Dima, you've been living in Ras Al Khaimah for quite a while now. Any fun experience you had with yourself, your family, or with a client even?
One time I had a viewing with a client for a marina apartment, and I was opening step onto the balcony, and there was a loud sound of music, and he was like, "Oh wow, does it come with the free concert included?" I was like, "Yes, this is RAK vibes
Yes.
and deliver entertainment to your balcony." That was really funny, and he's a good client too. Your turn.
For me, actually, I had some funny also. I went with some friends. We went to Jebel Jis Mountain. It was in the middle of the winter. It was, I think, 7 or 8 degrees up there. So my friend locked the key inside the car.
Oh.
And we were about to leave. So it was a huge, we had to wait. It was freezing cold, literally, and we turned off our fire. So we had to stay in the cold until, one of our friends came and tried to open it.
And now Ras Al Khaimah is like, as we mentioned, the talk of the town. Do you think Ras Al Khaimah now will be the UAE real estate market? The future of UAE real estate market?
I agree, Dima, but it's not the future. It's actually the present. We've seen that the current market, the current demand is very high, which we are expecting will be in 2 years. We are getting it now on off-plan, in secondary market. So yeah, Ras Al Khaimah has a bright future. I can see it in the real estate industry. We have many new projects. We have many developers. And if you are looking for a commercial, residential, name it, we have it.
Come to Ras Al Khaimah and we'll show you around.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you, Dima.
Thank you.